What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So in today's video, we have another episode of the series, Why Are People Farming It? A series where I go through all of the dungeons and raids that we're farming, explaining exactly why people are farming it, like what do you need to know, what are people after, and much, much more. So before we take a look at that, massive thank you for all the support recently on the 0 to 10 million gold guide. The 0 to 10 million gold guide comes with every single tactic and method that I personally use in order to achieve hundreds of millions of gold. The best part about it is the fact that once you get the gold guide, you will get every single update done to it completely for free for the rest of your life. And that also includes future patches and even expansions to the game. So if you don't have it already, make sure to check it out with the link down below in the description. And by using the discount code STUDENT, you get it for 50% off. And that also works for the brand new Mist of Pandaria Classic Gold Guide. So if you have any plans on playing Mist of Pandaria Classic, check that out as well down below in the description, together with the VIP Discord. But now, back to the video. We're going to be farming Gnomer, and Gnomer is a dungeon that people farm for a lot of different things. Like, there's super items, a ton of really valuable schematics. There's items that people use in erotic roleplay. There's previously removed items. It has a lot of variety inside the dungeon of Gnomer. Now, I'm going to show you guys the route that I usually take when I farm this. You guys can kind of like get an idea on how to do it. It is a dungeon that a lot of people really hate because there's so many alternative ways you can run it. There's so many plateaus, so many places to jump down, and the people are running it in a ton of different ways. So I'm going to show you guys how I run it. Now, firstly, I just pretty much you enter from here, and then I clear out this this plateau. I don't go into this first boss. I clear out this room with these elites in, but I just stay like on here, on track all the way around. And the reason why I'm not jumping down instantly is because there's 100% chance at being a chest at this cogwheel in the middle right here. So right here, this chest will always be up. Sometimes it's going to be locked, and that's why it's good to do this on a character that has a profession that allows you to open up locked chests, such as me on my toon with the Scroll of Unlocking from BFA Inscription Level 1. Once I picked up the chest, I will jump down in this direction to continue my my run. Now, I always make sure to kill all of these mobs, but you can stay on one plateau in a lot of the cases, and the AoE loot will make sure that you loot all of the mobs, so you don't need to run like up and down between the two places. AoE loot is brilliant for that. So you can see I'm going to loot this guy, and it's got AoE loot both of these two, so you don't need to jump up and down like an idiot. But continuing on, once I get to this area right here, I always take a right, and then I clear out these packs right here. Like every single one of them, you definitely want to kill everything. And we're going to be talking about the potential loot as well. But I feel like there's so many people that dislike this dungeon because the route is such a mess that I really want to show you guys in detail how I do it. So once I have taken the lap around, like halfway through, I kill these guys. I'm on a very fast druid, so I typically kill this pack as well before I continue to the launch pad. And it's not necessary to kill the boss, but I always do, because you can get like the BW blue items from bosses as well. And then I jump down into this place with the Dark Iron Dwarfs. Now, these Dark Iron Dwarfs can drop an item of interest, so definitely make sure to kill those. I don't go out of my way, though, because there's going to be spawns on the top right here as well. But I don't go out of my way to kill those. I never do. There's like, if you got spare time, there's like a better addition to the route that you can do, which I will show you guys once we get there. But you always want to go into the final chamber and kill this boss, because he can see, like, as you can see in the bottom right corner, he can drop a bunch of engineering schematics, and I'm going to show you guys the value on some of those later on, and it's definitely worth it. You have to kill this boss every single time you run Gnomer. Now, after killing the boss, I stick to the right here instead of killing these Dark Iron Dwarves. If you're really fast, you can also go and clear both of them out, but it's not something that I do in any of the different versions of my runs. Clear out these guys. Now we're just going to speed it up. I'm not going to loot any of the mobs. Like you guys got the idea by now. I kill the mob and then I loot it. Kill the next pack of mobs and then I loot them. I kill and loot as I go. Now once we get it to this room with the elevator, just clear out the mobs. I always clear out mobs on both sides right here, and then just wait tight for the elevator. So I understand why people are confused with the run and when there's so many alternative ways, but I feel like if you just do it a couple of times, you will remember the entire route, and you'll see just how much fun farming Gnomer is. Now there can be a chest behind this table right here, but if that chest isn't up, it's going to be up at a different location. So clearing out these guys, making sure to kill and loot everything. Now, we're going to be closing in on the first way that we could go in, and that's this one. So if I got plenty of time, if I'm doing this fast, I got a speed set, I'm going to take a left right here and clear out all of the mobs in the launch bay before I return to this original position and continue my run. But that's if I move fast. And here is the second chest that I was talking about. Like, if it's not up by the table right here, is going to be up in this little room. So right now, you're pretty much done with your run. Like, that was it. So you're just killing mobs on your way out of the dungeon, as you can do like the side entrance right here. And step out of the dungeon. Now, the cool thing about that is when you run outside of the instance, even though you're walking out the side entrance and you reset the dungeon and you go back into the side entrance, you're still going to be located at the beginning of the dungeon, the main entrance. So you can see I'm going to reset the instance, go in, and I'm going to be teleported to the main entrance. Another great thing about that, if you don't play at root or have any easy access to vendoring, is that you can simply step out of the main entrance, and then you can vendor at the NPC just outside. So very, very smooth. But now we're going to be talking about loot. Like, why are people farming this dungeon? I mentioned erotic roleplay gear, and that is an item that is very frequently used in erotic roleplay. A friend of mine told me that. I have nothing to do with this. I was clueless. But the dark iron leather is like basically when you have it on, you don't have anything on. It's like a slave outfit. And on my realm, which is the biggest role-playing realm, they're almost nothing because it's been an item that people have farmed for ages now. But the EU average price on this is quite good, and it drops with the dark iron dwarves inside Gnomer, the only place where you can get it. And they are stupidly easy to obtain as well. The item that was previously removed from the game and then brought back in is the TechBot CPU shell. Now, this bad boy, I've sold a bunch of them. It's not even that cool, but it's just the fact that it was once removed from the game and it was out of the game for like over 10 years and then re-implemented to the game in patch 10.17, causing these to sell at a decent rate. Now, the super items of Gnomer would be the following, starting with the easiest one to get, and that is the Mech Builder Overall. Has a market value in EU of like 800,000 gold. It is very hard to get, but it's not classified a super item. It's like getting the ninja sword in Ultimate, the Jinsu. It's really rare, really hard to get, but it's not a super item. The super items would be the Hotshot Pilot Gloves and also the Cavern Deep Trudgers. These are extremely hard to get. Very hard to get. That is the super items. But it doesn't stop there, luckily, because unlike Ultimate, the dungeons or the items in Gnomer are actually very good. You don't need to rely on getting super big items in order to make good gold, because you got a bunch of items that are zone drops, like the Gizmotron Mega Chopper, a unique appearance weapon. You have a high-tech super gun, which is pretty bad due to all of these shared appearances. You also have the power hammer. You have the petrol spill leggings. You have supercharged battle axe, unique item. You got vibroblade, another unique appearance item. And even better than that is all of the schematics that you can get. Like, if you take a look at the loot from Thermoplug, the boss, you can see he can drop the all of these schematics and just take a look at some of the market value. Like, sure, you have some that are worth almost nothing, But you have the ray, you have the flame deflector, 150k flash bomb, absolutely insane. Cloaking device, universal remote, and jumping cables are like meh, but they sell fast. Same thing with the goblin landmine and all of these. But like the big boys would be these up here. It's really, really good for engineering schematics. And always when I do or what I want to do when I make a video of dungeons like this and talk about why people are farming it, we're taking a look at the average gear that you should get, the potential rare items, and of course also the super items, but then also any potential for steady gold. And when it comes to the general loot table that you can get, typically talking about white items and green items in the dungeon, that's relatively bad in Gnomer. You're not going to be making any serious gold on the world drop loot table of greens, grays, and white items, besides from those that are specific to the dungeon, right? In terms of steady gold, I hate to break it to you, but you're not going to run in here and make a ton of gold by farming materials in the dungeon. Yes, you will get a bunch of these like engineering materials from the mobs, and you get like a decent chunk of different materials from opening up all the chests in the dungeon, but it's nothing of significant. It's not going to make or break your hour at all. It really, really won't. We're not even talking 1,000 gold an hour in those materials. But you can see I just looted engineering mob right now. Bronze tube, coarse blasting powder. It drops a ton of engineering mats, but it's just not enough for it to actually matter at all. Now, that was all the reasons and how people are farming Gnomer. So hopefully, like the people watching this video got some helpful information like with this video. I'm going to be making videos eventually on every single dungeon and raid that people, including myself, are farming for gold. So if you want to stay tuned and watch those, just make sure that you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, because that way you'll be notified whenever the video goes live. And as always, you can view all my YouTube videos before they go public on YouTube on the VIP Discord. But make sure that you take a look at the 0 to 10 million gold guide alongside with the Pandaria Classic Gold Guide. Link down below, 50% off, discount code STUDENT. Appreciate you all watching, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye-bye.